Hey guys, I am just charting SPX for the week and I want to do something a little different. Usually I start on the monthly chart, take a peek at the 10 SMA, which is the green one, trying to just, just peek in. But I want to look at the 3 month chart actually because I thought this was really interesting. So, what I noticed pretty quickly was that this was the April to June candle, and we have been struggling right there. I mean, we've just been consolidating around this level. And so I thought that this was really important to pay attention to. I have some levels here as well from the monthly chart. But when I saw that that 3 month chart was right there, I'm sorry, the 3 month candle, I said, let me just pay attention and see if we can get a bigger move around this level, or if we're just going to keep pushing back down to this level from the monthly chart. So I thought that was just something worth noting. Um, I also want to just make a note of this level, like right here on this is on the 3 month again, but we had resistance, we had whatever this was, and then we had support, and then this month we had resistance. So again, these are really strong levels that I just want to pay attention to. I don't like a busy chart at all, but I am trying to signal to my brain that you need to pay attention to these very strong levels on the 3 month chart. And so now let's move back over to the monthly. And overall, still on an uptrend. Um, and, obviously pulling back a little bit this month after such a big move. This was great. Um, but right here at, what is that, 44.53, um, that's an important level that I'm going to keep my eyes on. I also have support charted here from, we had it here, we had support there, and then double bottom on these 2 months. And so I want to see if we can hold, what is that, 43.68, 43.70 on this pullback. I think that's the level to keep an eye on. And then I also charted all of this up here as resistance in case we get the move higher. I think we got to just pay attention right here. Again, I know this is a big level to kind of, a big zone rather, to kind of have marked, but these are monthly chart levels. So it's just beneficial to um, expect some resistance around here. Doesn't mean automatically we're going to get a sharp rejection, but I just like to be prepared and know when I'm trading into a minor area. So now moving over to the weekly. So now this is making a lot of sense. Again, this was from the 3 month candle, and for 3 weeks we've had resistance here at 44, what is that, 44.54 basically, 44.55. So I just want to see if SPX can get that move at that level. I also want to um, add some support here on the weekly. Want to pay attention there. So yeah, I want to see if we get the hold around this level. Um, Also, kind of interesting that we closed right at this weekly candle. Um, I don't know that I want to chart that. I just kind of want to see what that looks like on the daily. But it is something that, I'm making a note of. So let's move to the daily. And yeah, so we had a double top here that is now holding as a level of support. So, I mean, and just barely, because the way that this candle came in hot on Friday, woo! If this was not sitting right at support, I would have grabbed puts. I would have been so in there because that candle right there is a gravestone doji. It means goodbye, good night. So what I was kind of hoping for on SPX did not quite play out. I was looking at this inverse H on the daily, thinking that, okay, we're going to get that move higher, but not when the 3 month candle is like, nah, I don't think you are. um, that was the level that we just could not overcome. So we got the move down, and then I said, okay, I'm still trying to root for you. Maybe it's a cup and handle. And guess what? It could still be cup and handle, bullish pattern. Inverse H, bullish pattern. But just because the pattern is setting up doesn't mean the move is automatic, right? Because if we're rejecting resistance, if we're not going to be able to hold support, then the pattern is invalidated. So right now, it's a possibility, but it just really depends on what the sentiment is going into this week. Um, the data that we got last week was not necessarily in the market's favor. So this is not coming off of natural chart momentum. This is coming off of news. So if it wasn't for the news, we might have gotten that move higher, but we can't separate the market from the news. So it just is what it is. So if we don't hold here, 43, like, what is that? 43.95. Then we could get the move back down here to like this level. Um, I I don't like to. No, I feel like we need to because I remember we kind of struggled in this area for many days, and I just want to keep an eye on that. Um, we kind of had a rough time when we were trading around this area. Um, so I just want to see if we can't hold here, we may get the move back down here to 43.80, 43.77, whatever this is. Um, and then we have a monthly support at 43.68. So I don't know if we do get the move down. Um, I'm just curious to see if we break through all this support. Um, because if we do, that's saying something. But I just was not confident grabbing calls or puts with us closing right here. Okay, so let's say that we get the bounce. Um, I would want to watch this level right here to the upside to see if we get some resistance. Um, and because we moved down so sharply and the SPX was not strong, it was weak. We could reject moving back into where um, this candle was and this candle. We could possibly get some resistance here and maybe a rejection. So I just want to keep an eye on this area. Now, if we can get the move higher, then we can come back right up here to 44.22. And then I think might be able to fill this wick, y'all. We might get the wick fill. And so I do want to add a level there to keep an eye on. I'm going to make that thinner. And if we fill that wick, man, are we going to get the little break out of that little downtrend that we had on the weekly. I don't know. So this could certainly be a confirmation now on this cup and handle. If we can hold here and if we can get the move higher and fill the wick. So, yeah, I think there's opportunities um, on SPX to the upside. I feel like I'm more interested in upside than I am in downside right here. Um, just because, yeah, just because I think that it's a little bit risky. I just do. Um, Trading downside right here. I don't know. It very well could get the move down to 43.82. This level right here like hazed us. It hazed me. So I'm just like, I don't want to trade back into this level again. A scalp, yes, for sure. But otherwise, I'm not interested in trading down and I don't want to be in this level again. I don't want to be in this area. We got stuck here. I don't want that. So I'm more hopeful, hoping for upside than I am for downside. But we will see what the chart and the week gives us to work with.